C minor. Put it in C minor. No, no. That's just a dialogue from the animated film Shrek 2. Anyway, guys, today the topic I want to talk about is actually inappropriate roommates that I had in BUET dormitories. I said dormitories because firstly I took a seat in Nodrul Islam Hall while I was a level two, no, level one term two student, and then I stayed there for a few months. After that, I transferred to Seniority Hall. Okay, so I had almost 10 to 12 uh, roommates because I stayed in three separate rooms. Like Nurul Islam Hall, I stayed in room number 232, and in Swaradi Hall, first I stayed at 302, room number 302 or 302. Then I transferred. I stayed there for 2.5 years almost. After that, I transferred to room number 208. So this topic, why I mean talking about my ex roommates in the BUET dormitory came into my mind because one of those roommates was Shakil bin Kashem from URP 99 batch. He visited my profile maybe this morning. So that's when I thought that thought came into my mind. He was polite. He personally did not do me any wrong, but a certain friend of his from Dhaka University Economics Department, I have forgotten his name. Anyway, from the same batch, like 99 intermediate batch. Now this person, Shakil, allowed his friend into our room 301 Sorardi Hall, sorry 302 Sorardi Hall. So and that guy did what? He watched inappropriate content on Shakil's computer, I mean PC, and sometimes would even call me upon to join him to watch those contents. I am not a saint, but then again, hanging with other people like this, especially from another university, and definitely when it comes to BUET, BU students are are actually, what should I say, lower category or something like that. I mean, if you compare mentality or any other thing, then I on a gross scale I can say yes, their mentality are not like ours. Maybe okay, whatever it is. So especially if it was a BUET guy like my classmates from Tripoli or maybe from the same batch, if they called upon me to watch these contents, that would be one thing. But a guest of my roommate, maybe from the same intermediate batch he cannot possibly call me to do this. He is watching some nasty thing that's inappropriate, and calling me over to join him to do the same thing. That's another whole level of nasty thing. The Shakil allowed this day after day, and I had to endure it. I had to shake his hands, and so since that guy from economics department BU, he called me friend, I also call him back the same thing. Next thing is Shakil's classmate URP 99 batch. Shakil was from Kumilla, Daudkandi, but the moment I asked him, where are you from? What's your home district? He said, I was born in Kumilla, but I was raised in Brahmanbaria. Like Brahmanbaria is a heaven. This is a tendency I have found among the greater Kumilla and greater Noakhali people. If you ask them, in many of the cases, they try to hide where they are originally from. If they somehow can build a house or building in Dhaka city, they pretend like they already are Dhakaya. And they don't mention their original home district. Never ever. But if they cannot do this, I mean, if they do not have a house or a spot or place or building in Dhaka city or any other big city, then the moment they say they are from Kumilla or maybe Noakhali, the next moment they say they were raised in somewhere else, or they are more closely related with some other place. Like in many of the cases, they mention some weird places like Brahmanbari, and weird places like they don't even have the common sense. If they mention Brahmanbari or some other problematic image district, the impression may not be good as well after all. It's no use. Or is it? And Shakil guest from DU Economics. That guy was also from Kumilla Daud Gandhi. Anyway, Shakil's classmate from URP BUET 99 batch. That guy's name was Tawhid, that most possibly Tawhidul Islam or something. He was a Awam League or Chhatr League activist. Yes, he was oppressed when we were in the campus, like from year 2000 to 2005, the middle. In those years, most of the time, BNP was in power, so people who supported Chhatr League and Awam League, they were oppressed, and Tawhid was one of them. But the thing that I didn't like, yes, at last, you know, since I was mentally, what creepy, I got mentally very creepy because for a number of reasons. Reason number one, when I was in level 1, 4, 2, level 4, term 1, like a fourth year student, I knew that my batchmates were going to graduate within a couple of months, but it was a long way for me to graduate because I had so many credits left. So that's the reason one why I was creepy. Another thing is that when I thought about my roommates, they behaved improperly. Uh, so that's when I was thinking about taking a revenge, and I took a revenge. I will mention they are another day maybe possibly, and that caused Shakil some monetary losses, like in those days 2.5k taka. In current days it could be around 5,000. No, shouldn't be around 4k to 5k. Okay. But when that incident happened, when that scene was created, Tofid was very furious, and he called me something like Khonikerpola or something like that. If you know what that means. So I was really very surprised. I was about to get into physical fight with him because I wouldn't let him get away after calling me that, and also by level 4 Tarmon I was already a bodybuilder, a strong person. I wouldn't get things let things go slide so easily. Anyway, that person Tawhidul Islam, he was from Tangail, so like Deldor or something like that. So he was a nice person, but he called me names like Omokar Pola. It was really hideous. Actually, he should have been aware that if I had created some reason with Shakil, then he should have understood or realized, and that was a background for that. They were doing inappropriate things in the room. So, if he would hit me or shove me once or twice, like even slap me once, I wouldn't have mind that much. But he called me some sort of Omakar Pola. It was, unacceptable. And he's the reason I have hated Tangail for a long time, very long time. Nowadays, I do not like Tangail because of Runa Khan, because she is almost 45 years old, and she thinks, but she pretends like she is only 20 and dresses improperly. But the thing is that, guys, it's not about hating a particular district, because no matter which district you turn to, you will see both appropriate and inappropriate people. Okay. Although the number of inappropriate people or the density varies from one district to another, and also if you consider inappropriate, then every district has some good points, pros, and they also have some cons. So if you think that one district is people are inappropriate in one way, then another district people are inappropriate in some other way. So the thing is that, guys, it's not about the district, it's about the class of people, class of person you are going to meet. If they are from good families, like Shakil, I caused the damage to Shakil, but since he was from a good family, like his father was a civil service holder at what should I say, Bangladesh Air Force. And Shakil's manner was very good. He's a very gentle person. The only thing that he did was, allow his old friend, maybe from his college or school, and maybe from the same place. He's from Kumila Daud Kandi, to stay in the room and do some inappropriate things day after day. This is what he did wrong. But Shakil never, although Shakil never called me names. It was his URP classmate Tawhid who called me those. So another in the same room, I had another classmate, Khalid bin something, Khalid Iqbal or something like that, from mechanical department. He was good looking and also a polite person. But since I was kind of psycho and I behaved like a psycho, so he probably did not like me. He did not express me. I won't say he did me any wrong, because if I start, if I cannot possibly call every person from having problematic, forget about Khalid Iqbal, okay. Maybe that day the scene was created, so Khalid Iqbal also misbehaved with me, but at least he did not call me names. Whatever he did, it had some limit. Okay, the next person I want to talk about is probably called Devo Brot Ghosh or Devu, something like that. And when I got into the room 302 Sorority Hall, he was already there. He was from Satkira, and his behavior was perfect. Okay, it never misbehaved with me, but the problem is that he allowed his cousin brother, who was a like SSC student, metric level student, in the room to stay for a couple of months, for 5 to 6 months. That boy's name was probably Rana, and the thing is that that boy slept in my bed with me, not with his cousin. And I was a newcomer. I was very thin and kind of weak at that time, when during my level 2 term 1 I did not have that. Also I came being transferred from Nuzrul Islam Hall, another hall, in an awkward situation, so I didn't have the courage to raise my voice that, hey Debu, this guy person should possibly should sleep with you in your bed. Why are you allowing him to sleep with me? Yeah, Debu was kind of fatty, not very fat, but at least bigger than me. I was very thin. Maybe this was reason why they thought. Rana was simply an SSC candidate, say almost 15 to 16 years old, and I was thin. Maybe this is the reason they thought that Rana should sleep with me. But in ideal condition, actually, it goes against the ethics. Since Rana was his cousin, he should be staying with him. And at a point, I protested. I had to raise my voice that, why is this boy sleeping with me? He shouldn't be. That's when there was, some, in Bangla, that's called monomalil, like disliking each other between me and Debu, and also Rana. And when Rana left, before he left, he actually, he used the scissors to, destroy one of my cardigan or winter garment. And Khalid Iqbal was the witness of it, and Khalid Iqbal pointed that to everyone. He said that we thought the boy Rana was good, now see what he has done, this is not good. So another inappropriate roommate I had, they were in Nazrul Islam Hall. Jane Alam from 1995 batch mechanical. His hometown was Chittagong. And Devabrat Ghosh, the person I talked about little ago, he was basically from 98 intermediate batch. First he took admission possibly in URP, then he get the admission test once again, and this time he probably got into WRE, water resources, but as far as I can remember, he did not finish graduation here in Bangladesh. He possibly migrated to Germany. Anyway, this guy Jane Alam from Nazrul Islam Hall, room number 232, and from Chittagong, he was a nice person as well, only he was a Chhatri League activist. There's a saying that I shouldn't be saying this on social media anyway. Saying that whoever does Chhatri League, they are not humans, they are dogs. This is anyway. So Janalam Alam was a good person. I guess with a good heart. But he when I took a seat in that room, when the provost allotted a seat for me in that room, and when I occupied that seat, Jane Alam was not there, and he was maybe in his home district or hometown, etc. He went to visit home. So I stayed there for a couple of months, and then one day Jane Alam said, "You will be leaving this room within a few days, because when you took your position here, you did not ask my permission." Now this is the thing. Although he was senior, but do you guys believe that I should have taken his permission to get into the room? And the third roommate was there, Noyan Abdullah from intermediate 98 batch. He first probably got a chance into civil or URP, something like. Then he again, he is basically from 97 batch intermediate, but first time URP or civil, something like. Later he tried again, and this time he got triple E. So although if I compare as he is 2 years senior, but if I compare level to level term, then he only one term ahead. He was also very nice person, and ex-cadet from Borishal Cadet College, also good looking, home district, hometown Borishal. But he once said that kotheke chake chake ashe. He meant me while he was speaking to someone else just in front of me. So this approach of him is very bad. If you like or not, new students will be coming along every year, and they will also have seats in the dormitory. If provost assigns seats in your room, you will simply have to accept them. Okay, there's no alternative, and you cannot possibly say this thing. If you say this thing, that means you want to deny the reality. Okay, and the last person, two people I want to talk about. They were in room number 208, Sorardi Hall, two Hindu people from the 203 intermediate batch. They were all from mechanical. One guy was from Chandpur, another guy was from Narayanganj. They did not misbehave with me, but the thing is that once my younger brother, I have two younger brothers, the youngest one, he once visited my room 208. I allowed him to do that, but I said to him that actually these two roommates of mine, they bring about their classmates, and they make a lot of gossip, so I cannot properly sleep or concentrate in studies. So that's when that sibling of mine, I mean my younger brother, he probably stole a couple of things, not worth much, could be like 500 or 1000 taka, not more than that. Not in front of me. In front of me, he took one little thing like pencil or pen or something like that, but he also pocketed some other things I later came to know. Yes, it was a monetary yeah, damage to those people, but what they thought I was the one who did this, and as a result, they also, uh, maybe they were responsible for the missing of those, some of my goods. So when I asked them about it, they simply said, "Sorry, bhaiya, they just got lost." So yes, I did not get into fight with them, because later I came to know that my brother did this. So maybe they did the thing in retaliation. But that's a saying in Bangla that which translates to English as this: if a dog bites you, you cannot possibly bite a dog back. So this type of reciprocal retaliation, I did not like it actually. Although they think they were yeah, appropriate in doing that, they simply took the retaliation. That's what they think. But I know that actually I was not. I personally was not behind that loss of theirs. Actually, it was my younger brother. So they should have thought in the first place that a BUETian who is even senior to us, should he be stealing things from us? No. Okay, so that's it, guys. And maybe there are other roommates I could have mentioned, but I cannot possibly recall their name. So thank you for your time and have a great day. Oh, before I go, I have to say one thing. The reason actually, Mr. Jane Alam and Non Abdullah from to room number 232 in Nuzul Islam Hall, they made a scene, and to get me out of there, and it was a help from the besides room, like 231 or 230. Actually, you know my parents lived, and I was raised in Rampura. My parents lived there, so sometimes I would go to Rampura to visit my previous abode, where I spent my school days and also my Notre Dame college days. So it happened that calculators of a few people were gone missing, and so my roommates, I mean, like I told you, that I mentioned earlier, they probably, and also the other people, they concocted a story that actually I was behind the stealing or the missing of those calculators. So they created a mob. I also understood a mob was created. So if I did not leave the room, I should not continue living there, because the mob was already created. So, and also I had to take that blame. Calculator is stealer, calculator thief. Okay, that's it, guys. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.